Now, a lot of complaints about the game being cynical yesterday, about fellas diving, being pulled down. Kevin, what's your view on the modern game? Has it become too cynical?
Well, we were watching the Donegal Down match, and after 30 minutes, it was, I just said, put it together with many aspects of last night's match. Absolutely it has. My own county, I felt last Sunday, some of the stuff that was going on with 5 minutes to go when we were protecting the lead against Sligo and just throwing fellas to the ground. There was a rugby tackle today by Rory O'Carroll just to prevent the goal. But it's not just the cynical fouling. There's sledging going on. There's a lot of questioning of every official's decision. There's blocking. When you're trying to support the player, the third man tackle, which, by the way, was supposed to be a direct yellow, and that seems to be gone out the window now. You can block as much as you like. All those aspects. Now, back in our day, you know, it was rough and dirty, but we're making the point, when you got a belt off the ball back in our day, you could be searching for your teeth or something. That was the difference. Nowadays, it's a more subtle type of cynicism that's involved.
But Rory O'Carroll would be expected to make that rugby tackle, Aaron, wouldn't he, by his teammates and his manager, for instance?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it just seems to have crept in that it's win at all cost, really. And you know, Dublin, they had quite a good lead at that stage, and the last thing they wanted to do was give away a goal to give Meath a bit of hope in the closing stages of the game. And
but when you're playing, you're playing now. Is it win at all costs, and is there less fun in it now?
I think the enjoyment has gone out of it a bit, if I'm being honest.
At inter-county, perhaps.
It has done,
club
yeah.
A fair bit still.
Yeah. Club, obviously, you know, I'm enjoying football with the club at the minute, but within inter-county level, it has, yeah. It's got really a serious business, and it is professional, you know, maybe not in name, but, you know, in every aspect of it. There's so much time and detail goes into it now, and unfortunately, making sure that you stop your opponent, it seems to be well up there now.
And is that a key part of the Crossmaglen style?
It's not.
You're held up as more direct type football.
No, to be honest, in Crossmaglen, we're all taught to win our own battles. We like to play the ball early and direct, and that's the way we're coached. You know, we don't shirk away from challenges and that there. But that's part and parcel of Gaelic football. It's a manly game, and I think maybe it's up to the players, you know, themselves on the football pitch. It's up to us to, I suppose, react a bit better to giving and taking hits.
Yeah. Pat, what do you think about the current state of this?
Well, I know the dangers when the likes of Kevin and myself refer to things in the olden days and we're trying to build up a Shangri-La world. Look, I played under Mick O'Dwyer in 10 All-Ireland finals. In the 10 All-Ireland finals, and I've said this before, in all his team talks, two things about his team talks. He never referred to the opposition, and he never referred to the opposition's key players and how to counteract them. It was all about your game plan being based on a belief in your own ability and a belief in the team's ability. Now, that has been superseded by a negative, conservative mindset, where it's all about paralysis by analysis, it's all about studying the opposition, it's all about studying the opposition's strengths, and it's all about coming up with plans to counteract the opposition, to stop them from playing. And some of those plans are by fair means, and some of those plans are by systematic, quite professionally organised, unfair means.
All right, so can you see a change in Kevin?
No, not any day soon. I think it's, you mentioned the players, Aaron. I would even suggest the coaches and, probably the rules. But I know we're looking back and nostalgia on that. I don't agree fully, Pat, that, you know, your team were, you know, the purest. I mean, I remember the Roscommon final for 80,
but Kevin,
where you know, it's looked back now and certain type of revisionism.
Yes, I know, but Kevin, the point
like they were tough,
but Kevin, the point I'm trying to make is that,
you know,
that Plan A by all inter-county teams now is about stopping. Plan B is about trying to outscore.
Well, I think between a mixture of perhaps the rule book will have to be brought into it, but certainly the coaches. I mean, I just could not go to training on a Tuesday and Thursday and a Saturday to be told, come back, make sure every free you take is back the way. You're playing corner forward next day, but track back, I want you back in the right half-back position.
And where are the tackle bags tonight? We need the tackle bags.
I couldn't. That's just a personal thing. Maybe I'm away with the fairies. I don't know, but I couldn't do it.
OK, well, look, that's the start of the debate. I've no doubt it will continue, and maybe something will happen. I don't know, but